So the best. We are following you. We are running beside you, and we're gonna make it bi'idhnillah. So we're gonna do that, all of us. The question I have, I don't know where I get this, but most of the time when I'm very excited about our business, and most of the time I'm really excited to tell the people of what we have in our business. I always kind of like a note the like I don't know how I do it, but the last note will be all the time. We will be much better, and soon we will surpass, and we will be blast, and we pass in it Amazon and Alibaba and any other network around the world. So that's my statement. Like I'm noting that we will be soon passing. We will close, and the person look at me and say, "What are you talking?" I'm saying, "What I'm talking is the service we have it, our company platform, how fast growing we are." So I just told them like, you know what? It's a day is counted, and we're gonna pass those soon. I know I'm putting the bar too high, alhamdulillah, but I just want to know. I know you thought about that, and I know that you already put the service and everything put together. But what are the steps that we can actually, since we have special a service to delivery, since we create our product, our own, that you actually work hard for that. So what is going to be the next step that we can reach the top of the top in that? That's what I'm saying.
Sorry, I missed the question now. What was the question again?
The question is, what is the plan that we can compete with our other network like Alibaba and how we can do that?
Oh, that's not our plan at all. I mean, we're a completely different business. We're more for example, we're more in line with competing with Louis Vuitton than we would be with Walmart, right? You don't want to be, we're a luxury brand. We're a very exclusive luxury brand. We're not into normal stuff that Amazon would sell or anybody would sell or so forth. So we don't want to be them. We want to be us because you start looking for those type of things. All of a sudden your focus changes, then your products changes, then you become very much price conscious. You become price conscious and you have to give up. You can't do research and development like we do. I mean, everything we put out from our leather goods to our silver pieces, I mean, everything we do is unique. So our markets, like I don't want to be the world's biggest. I don't really care if it becomes there or not. I just want to make sure we help as many people as we can and we become the best in our field. We can't be everything to everybody. We can't. I know there are some people that, they find maybe, they looking for something that's less expensive or they're looking for price. That's not us. You can't be a Mercedes-Benz and be a, something. You have to be one or the other. I mean, you can't mix the two things. From day one, I strive to be the best. Now, in some things, we didn't start at the best. I mean, we had to work our way, but that was the mindset that we become the best in many things. So I never look at other business models and think, how can we beat that? Because I look at the business model completely different. Amazon doesn't build anything. Pretty much anyone can sell anything on it. I don't want to be that. I mean, people come to me constantly and say, can you sell my products? I say, no, we don't sell other people's products. And that's what makes us unique. Because we are so unique and exclusive, now you can go talk to everybody in the world, 7 billion people, and say, I have a product that you can't find anywhere. But you can't do that with products that are being sold on Amazon and so forth. So we're focused on what we do. I don't think, Rolls-Royce cares about beating Kia in sales. They just want to develop a Rolls-Royce and they want to move forward. I don't think Louis Vuitton is trying to compete with Walmart or Gucci. They're just building and what they build at that price, that's what they want. We don't think price. The fountain of life extract is probably the most expensive raw material I've ever seen in my life. I've been in nutrition for 30 years. We used to sell products with 30 different ingredients, ginseng, aloe vera, and reishi mushroom, all the stuff. I can tell you, and the raw material for the extraction of the spruce of Norway is about 7 times more expensive than all those combined. We could do it cheaper, but we don't. And part of the reason why it's so expensive is because what makes Fountain of Life, for example, so effective, of course, the raw material comes from Norway, but that's not it. It's the $2 billion extraction process that 2 German labs own, which we borrow to use. And that's what makes it so with the toxicity, the carrier right sublingually, topically, right to bloodstream, and the fact of how quick it is, the powerful. So we don't look at other companies because they don't have the same model as we do. So whatever we're getting into, we have only one standard. If it's fashion or personal care, it has to meet the fairy standard. And the fairy standard is the best of the best. When you look at Fairy Flawless, for example. And so we don't look at anyone else. We may, if it's in fashion, we may look at some of the bigger designers and see what they're doing from the trend point of view and how we can beat that. So I hope I understood your question, but I don't compete with Amazon. I know we have a much better platform than they do. What does Amazon give you? It's a website. They don't give you a product. I did a video on Amazon, 29 problems doing business with them. That's fine. That's the business model. I think it brings us down if we say we're going to be like Amazon because they're like a commercial grade portal, right? They don't make anything. We drop ship for you. We make the products. We drop ship it for you. We warehouse it for you. We guarantee it for you. In most cases, we even clear it for you. The total service. This is a private jet charter service versus commercial airline. That would be what Amazon would be, and this is so. I think it's a mistake to try to compare to Amazon because then or companies like that. Because what happens, people would say, well, yeah, but they got cheap products there. Okay. That's not who we are. So let's focus on who we are because we're talking Opulence Global. This is the best of the best. It's the opulent life. When you go to a 5-star resort, I don't think Hilton or Ritz-Carlton or Four Seasons are trying to compete with Holiday Inn, right? So we want to be who we are and not try to worry about other platforms.